Welcome to MWR Life on Air. I'm your host, Melissa Schaffner. April is the month of the military child, and Sunny Smith will be here to talk with us about Child, Youth, and School Services programs and events. The Vice President of Marketing and Communications from Clarksville's Economic Development Council will be here to share information about Rivers and Spires Festival, and Brittanie Hillman will be here to talk about upcoming events at Cole Park Commons. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Strap on your boots and come out to Fort Campbell MWR's riding stables. We offer 1-hour guided trail rides in the scenic Kentucky and Tennessee countrysides. Trail rides are $20 per person and held every Saturday and Sunday at 9 a.m., 10:30 a.m., 1 p.m., and 2:30 p.m. Riders must be at least 10 years old and accompanied by an adult if they are under 18. Fort Campbell riding stables are located just outside Gate 10. Call and make your reservations today.
Welcome back. Our first guest today is Sunny Smith from Child, Youth, and School Services. I first have to say, welcome back to Fort Campbell, Sunny. We're so glad you returned.
Thank you. It feels like home. I feel really happy to be back.
Now you're going to tell us about what's going on in Child, Youth, and School Services for Month of the Military Child. This is something we do every April, and these programs are for children in our programs on post.
Correct. This is the month that everybody in our whole organization, starting in January, we really start to plan so we can celebrate probably the best kids in the world, which are military kids.
And the Army and CYSS do some special things for even the smallest children. What are some of the things that our parents are going to be looking forward to who have their children in our programs?
Probably the biggest parent that really captures the parents' attention is the kickoff parade that all the centers do. And if you're a parent in the center that have used our program before, you've been part of it. Everybody dresses up in their little t-shirts and they go out and they start the kickoff parade for Month of the Military Child. So that's number one.
I know that the children have a special shirt, and we've participated in the design of those Month of the Military Child shirts at Fort Campbell. So the kids have an opportunity to get the shirt, and there's even going to be the 101st Band at some of the parades this year, I've heard.
Right, they're trying to get the 101st Band, which they've had them before, and that's always a hit, because if you've ever done anything without music and then with music, and it really just adds to the celebratory nature of the parade.
Now I have to ask you, what do you do with the children who aren't ambulatory, who aren't walking yet? How do they get to be in the parade?
That's the best part, because we have what are called bye-bye buggies. It's like baby limos. They decorate them with different artwork, and then they get pushed. So they get to enjoy the parade while they're sitting with their caregivers pushing them.
Are those really big buggies that hold like six kids?
Six of them, right? The baby limos, right?
Baby limos,
right.
What a great name. Okay, what are some of the other things that'll be happening in our centers and maybe in the school age services programs?
If you don't go to the centers, if you don't have children in there, you'll be able to see their work throughout the installation, possibly at some off-post locations where they do artwork celebrating Month of Military Child. So that will be on display. A lot of times in the PX, commissary, and then they do things like mentoring. They do a lot of ice cream socials. At the end of the month, they do a big Kidrific Day, where it's like a carnival, but it's age appropriate for even the tiniest ones up to preschool. Now, if you're in the SAS program, they get a little more adventurous the older that they get. So they have what are called field days, where it's competition between the buildings, and then my favorite is Cupcake Wars, where the kids design cupcakes, their design that they want, bake them, and compete with other buildings who has the best cupcake design.
I have to ask, does anybody get to eat these cupcakes?
If you watch how they were made, no grown-ups want to eat the cupcakes.
Oh, really? What's in them? They're not.
Well, nothing's in them. It's just a lot of fingers and hand, not on purpose, but it's not about eating at this point. It's about decorating and winning, and every once in a while, fingers, get in it, and so it's really about the process. But yes, at the end, the kids really do start to eat them.
I bet.
Yeah, and middle school is doing a lot of community events. They're going to do like a neighborhood cleanup, and then at the family fun fair, they're actually going to do like a booth where Edge and Hired are going to have some activities going on.
So it sounds like this goes sort of through all ages that our Child, Youth, and School Services serve. I mean, we've got kids from 6 weeks to 18.
Right.
And what are some of the other things that Child, Youth, and School Services offers? And I know that you mentioned EDGE, which is a program that's middle and high school kids after school programs, kind of try out new things.
Right.
And Hired is where they get to work, and it's like a work experience.
Right. It's where they apply for a certain position, kind of like an intern, but for a teenager. And they'll do certain things on the job experience, and they actually do get paid. And all the contact information for EDGE and Hired is available at the Taylor Youth Center. But again, those are two programs that you do have to be registered with Child, Youth, and School Services. But probably my favorite thing that the EDGE does is they do an evening Easter egg hunt.
Oh.
And so this year they're doing the camo egg hunt at 6 o'clock. So that's fun. In the evening, hunting for the Easter eggs is fun.
Is it actually getting to be dusk and a little harder to find the eggs? Is that the intent?
Right. Or last year they did it inside and turn the lights off, and they use flashlights. So depending on, because they're starting it at 6, so I'm not sure if it'll be dark enough for outside, if they're going to do it in or out. But they had a really large turnout, so they'll probably have a high one again.
Somebody needs to think about getting some glow-in-the-dark Easter eggs, I think.
Absolutely. I think so too, yes.
Well, as we're looking forward to summer, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things happening in Child, Youth, and School Services that you want to come back and tell us about. Summer camps and trips.
Absolutely.
So I hope that you'll come back and share some more with us soon.
Anything we can do to spotlight CYS, absolutely.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that, and we want to remind all of our viewers that April is the month of the military child.
And proud.
And proud. Thanks, Sunny. We'll be right back after the break to talk about downtown Clarksville's Rivers and Spires Festival. Stay with us.
Are you looking for some family fun or something to do for your lunch break? Check out Hooper Bowling Center and Snack Bar. Hooper Bowling Center is fully equipped with 32 lanes as well as a private room for party. Check out the Pro Shop available for soldiers and families for any bowling accessories. Bring the family out for these striking deals such as Dollar Day Mondays and Cosmic Bowling on the weekends. Enjoy burgers, pizzas, and sandwiches from the quick service snack bar. For more information, please call 270-798-5887.
Welcome back. Downtown Clarksville's Rivers and Spires Festival is celebrating its 10th year. And here with me now is Robin Burton, the Vice President of Marketing and Communications for Clarksville's Economic Development Council. Welcome to the show, Robin.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I love Rivers and Spires, and I just want to hear all about what's going to be new and exciting with Rivers and Spires this year. Just tell us about it.
Well, first and foremost, it's our 10-year birthday, so there are a few surprises up our sleeve. I can't tell you yet, but I want to encourage everyone to come down. It's going to be 3 wonderful days. Of course, it starts on Thursday night. Public Square Stage will be up and going. We have an 80s cover band playing at 7.
That sounds like my kind of
music.
There
you go. So for all you 80s fans out there, you'll be a little bit of Falco, Proclaimers, Prince, MJ, you name it, it'll be playing. So we encourage everybody to come out and really help kick it off. And then Friday, the festival will open around 5 o'clock that evening. And we'll have a couple cover bands. We have a ZZ Top cover band coming.
Sounds like there's something for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Kids Zone opens that evening, which is great free entertainment for the kids. So I encourage everyone to bring their children out there. There'll be a circus type theme going on down there. There'll be kind of a little mini 3-ring circus.
Okay.
So everyone that's got the kiddos wants to come out and give them something to do, and hopefully it's nice.
Yes.
Wear them out, take them home.
Well, pray for good weather.
There you go. That's what we're going for, is good weather this year.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have the Brew Fest, which is the new beer festival coming this year.
That is new. We're excited about that.
Yeah, we're very excited about that. Friday evening, it opens at 5 and runs till about 9. And then Saturday will be from 6 till about 9 o'clock as well. And it's $20 a day, over 50 craft beers, free tastings. So I encourage everyone to come out and try that as well. It's new, it's different. And of course, there's a little something for everybody. So
during a brew fest or a beer tasting event, is there actually the opportunity to buy from these craft breweries as well?
They won't be selling the beer. They'll just be doing the tastings, but we'll have prizes and giveaways. And they're going to have little lessons about how to pair certain beers with certain food. So there will be some educational things as well, but they won't be selling the actual beer itself.
Okay. Now, are we still having the wine tasting event that usually happens in the Episcopal Church?
No jazz and wine this year.
No
Unfortunately, we're not having it. I know it's been popular in the past, not to say that we won't in the future, but this year we're not going to be having jazz and wine.
Well, having the beer event obviously gives a balance to that. You know,
Exactly.
for people who haven't been interested in the wine, there's something for them this year.
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be always the traditional food vendors and, you know, all the yummy turkey legs.
Oh, delicious turkey legs and roasted corn on the cob and funnel cakes and all that good stuff. The food and the beverage are ticketed items, but everything else is free. All the concerts, all the activities, everything that goes on the streets downtown is free. So, of course, you can't beat that.
There's usually lots of great vendors out there, too, selling, you know, jewelry and trinkets, what have you. So lots of things to do down there. And I know the 101st participates in some way. They
do.
have static displays.
Yes. The museum, the Donna Pratt Museum, comes out and does a huge display, and they have a lot of soldiers out there. And the kids really enjoy that because of some of the tanks and different things that they kind of climb all over and have the opportunity to really explore. So that's always been a great partnership. And, of course, you know, the festival did in part start as a thank you and a welcome home to our soldiers back when they first really started deploying in the early 2000s. So it kind of has a whole history there as well, and we really do love our soldiers, and they're happy that a lot of them are home also, because we'll see a big turnout, and we're looking forward to having them out there this year as well.
Now, Rivers and Spires is an award-winning event for the city of Clarksville, and I know you mentioned Soldiers. The 101st Band, I think, is playing on one of the stages.
They do
during that time, and actually we'll be down there with Fort Campbell MWR.
There you go.
Because there's that mascot mania on Saturday during the day. There's a mascots parade, and the mascots play games, do events. So our MWR mascots, Buddy and Peanut, will be in that event, as they have been for the past few years. Now, what else is going to happen on that main stage? I'm sure you've got some names that people will actually recognize coming.
Well, of course, Little Big Town is our headliner this year. Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Be out there. It's going to be crowded. If the weather is really nice, which I know it will be this year, we're projected to have probably well over 45 to 50,000 people during the realm of the festival. But of course, the headliner brings out the big crowd.
Right.
And so we encourage everyone to come out there and enjoy that. It's free, and it's right down there downtown. And, you can enjoy all the festivities before and enjoy the concert and have good family time. And of course, we also have another cover band coming as well that will be Frankie Valli, the Unexpected Boys. So for people that like that genre of music, that'll be coming too. It does have something for everybody, and that'll be taking the main stage each night. Like I said, the 80s cover band will be there Thursday. There will be another band playing there. The Frankie Valli Unexpected Boys will be playing there on Friday night, and then of course we'll have Little Big Town on Saturday night. So
there's Last Band Standing. I think that's a Z97.5 radio station event. The Aspire to Stardom Children's Talent Competition takes place. There's stages all over downtown, and they all have different kinds of music. There's a Christian music stage. There's probably some teen events down there.
There are. Well, we have the teen zone as well as the kids zone. So the teen zone will have a lot of things that are geared more to the 13 and up crowd. Last year they had the jousting, and then they had the inflatables where, you run and they pull you back. And then they had like a bull riding thing out there last year. So there are a lot of things that are geared more to the teens. So, it really does go all ages.
You just got something for everybody, and it's a great family event. Now, what time do things start on Saturday? I mean, it's all day and evening.
Right. Saturday about 10 a.m. will be the time that you'll start to really see things pick up downtown. A lot of the bands will start taking stage mid-morning or so. The Christian stage, you'll start having a lot more of the local concerts that are taking stage there. Really the vendors start setting up shop, and they're ready to sell early that morning. And of course, we have the arts galore in the marketplace, and you have a lot of the vendors from all over the Southeast who come in and sell everything from pottery to dresses to sunglasses, you name it. So you can do some good shopping while you're there too. And unique things that you wouldn't find anywhere else. I encourage people, bring a little extra spending money and shop too while you're there.
Right. And I also heard the thing I'm looking forward to the most, of course, is the Eagles tribute band.
Yes, Seven Bridges will be coming. They'll be playing Friday night at 8:30 on Public Square Stage. But they're an Eagles tribute band. It gives you that whole experience. Hotel California, Taking It Easy. All the songs that you really love the Eagles and their defining generation or period of time, if you will, they'll be playing, and that'll probably also be a really popular, good draw too.
It sounds like a lot of the music that's coming is definitely of interest to people in my age and generation, but there's something for everybody, and I would definitely encourage people to come out to Rivers and Spires. I've been there every year that I've lived here, and I wouldn't miss it. So definitely want to make sure we get out there. Anything else you'd like to share? Where can they get information? Is there
riversandspires.com. You can go on there. It's a newly designed website this year, so it's a lot more easier to use. You can buy your Brewfest tickets there. You can find out what to do if there should be inclement weather. You can find everything you need to know about the festival and what's going on.
Thanks so much for being here, Robin.
Thank you.
Hope you'll come again and talk about some other things that are happening in the downtown and the city of Clarksville.
Thank you.
Stay tuned to hear about upcoming events at Cole Park Commons. We'll be right back.
With literally tons of vehicles on Air Assault Auto's You Buy, You Sell page, it's easy to find the one that suits you and your family best. Whether it be a sleek motorcycle or a comfortable family SUV, you can find it all on the website. Just go to FortCampbellMWR.com, click on the You Buy, You Sell lot link to learn more, and see pictures of current vehicles for sale. Stop by Air Assault Auto today to sell your vehicle, boat, camper, trailer, or motorcycle. MWR, serving soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians.
Welcome back. I'm joined now by Brittanie Hillman, a developmental chef and management trainee from Cole Park Commons here on post at Fort Campbell. Welcome to the show, Brittanie.
Thanks for having me.
We're so glad you're here. I want to ask you something about your management training program. Now, how long have you been here at Fort Campbell?
A year this past January.
Okay, and before that, where were you with MWR? What other places did you get to cook?
They stationed me in Hawaii for 2.5 months at the Halikoa on Oahu and the Dragon Hill Resort in Seoul, Korea.
Wow, so you're bringing some sort of resort type planning to your experience here. I know we've definitely seen a difference in the appearance of some of our events at Fort Campbell. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that you've worked on here while you've been working in Cole Park Commons.
I was fortunate enough to be here in time last year for Easter and Mother's Day for the brunches. So it was nice to be able to put my touch on the large spreads of food. I've also been able to work on doing a little more upscale platters and things for events, trying to give the guests more bang for their buck, making everything look nicer. And
I think some of those skills that you went to Johnson & Wales, and some of the things that you've done are, sort of farewells for command spouses, welcomes for command spouses. Some of the things that you've done are just beautiful. But right now we're looking forward to Easter brunch. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going to be on the menu?
Well, this year we're trying to do a little more adult and child friendly. So we're doing the waffle stations, the omelet stations, the live action stations that kids really enjoy. They can make their own waffles with adult supervision. We're doing adult brunch dishes, really trying to separate breakfast and lunch. So we have some entree dinner items.
Fish?
Yep, fish, chicken. We have carving stations. So just a different spread because it's hard to hit, exactly one group. So we're just trying to make something for everybody.
Well, I think that there are traditional things that people expect to see on a buffet brunch, but I know that some of the things you're doing here have really unique touches in sauces, perhaps in tastes. Can you maybe describe some of the recipes that you've got planned?
We're doing a skillet corn. So it's like taking a simple dish that you're so used to and just adding some extra flavors to it. So we're adding a few more veggies to it, roasting it, not just pulling it out of the can and throwing it out on the line, type things.
And I think that's what I'm talking about when I say, people are used to seeing same things. When you make something a little different, it's more exciting.
Definitely.
I went to the wine tasting here not too long ago. I think that was in February around Valentine's Day, and it was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
It seemed to have a theme. The decorations were beautiful, but the food seemed to kind of have a Mediterranean flair. Was that your planning?
Yes, definitely. I've been to the Foxwoods Food and Wine Festival in Connecticut, and that is one of the biggest food and wine festivals out there on the circuit. And I was fortunate enough to work with an Italian chef and a baker, and they were from Italy. The baker barely spoke any English, but the spread that they put out in that one station alone was phenomenal. So I was trying to think of what our guests could see if they went to a traditional food and wine festival. And I wanted to give them that experience without having to go to a casino or wherever. So I said, I'm going to try and get the ingredients that we can around here and just try and kick it up a notch.
I think people really enjoyed it, and it certainly was pretty to look at, but especially it was wonderful to taste. It wasn't just the same old sort of meatballs and chicken wings. There was olives and cheeses and homemade hummus, and it was just amazing. So, I know we'll be looking forward to another wine tasting soon. Yeah. But Easter brunch coming up on April the 8th.
Yep.
And do you recommend that people should get tickets ahead of time?
I definitely do, because I know last year we had people coming in, and the wait's generally not that long to get in to get seated. But just in case you come at a popular time, I think we will have the Easter Bunny there this year, so they can take pictures again, and he'll give out candy and stuff. But you just want to be able to sit down, drop your stuff at the table, and then take your time and not worrying about interfering with your other plans. So.
Absolutely. And, it's open from 10 to 2, so you could come before a late church service, after an early church service.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear the Easter Bunny will be there. I think that's a big bonus. And, what is it? Children under 5 are free? Yes. Which is just amazing. So, it's definitely worth every penny that you spend there, and we do encourage folks to get tickets early.
Yeah.
Now, they would talk to Fran to get their tickets?
Yep. Miss Francesca at Eagle Catering, she's got the tickets with her, so you can either just call ahead and you can pay at the door and just put your name down in the books for a certain time. You can give your credit card number over the phone. You can come in and pay ahead of time. So there's a lot of flexibility with that to guarantee that you have your spot.
Well, let me give you the phone number. It's 270-798-4610, and that's extension 119 to reach Francesca Raisin and to purchase tickets.
Yeah.
So how much longer do you have with us, or is there no end you might get to stay?
There is a possibility I might be able to stay. I'm actually not quite sure when my end date is. It could be next January. It could be sometime this summer, but hopefully they'll keep me around here because I like it.
We're glad that you like it. We certainly like having you, and I really think that, like you say, our food definitely has gone up a notch from having you in the kitchen, so we do appreciate you. Thanks for being here, Brittany. If you'd like any more information on family and MWR events and activities, you can check out our website and Facebook page. You can sign up to receive the weekly MWR e-newsletter or pick up the latest copy of the MWR Family and Single Soldier Life magazines. You can call our 24-hour recorded information line, join our text club by texting MWR to 68683. You can listen to our radio program on 105.1 WVRY at 8:30 a.m. on Friday mornings. We're live from Mugsy's Coffee Shop on Fort Campbell Boulevard outside Gate 3. I'm Melissa Schaffner. Thank you for watching MWR Life on Air. We're supporting soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians with quality of life events and activities. We are your network of services. We'll see you in a few weeks. Happy Easter.